We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my N-words, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, SideScrollersPlus.com. You get the coughs, you get everything before we get going, because we're still snuffy and getting over it. Hey, everybody, good to see you. Welcome out. Wonderful Monday. Big show today. Glad you're with us. Yes, mahong, everybody. Everybody indeed. Mahong. Blabs in the background getting our guests squared away, but we'll bring her in anyways. Look at that face. Hello, Blabs.
You didn't cough, so I'm confused why you said you were coughing.
You didn't hear the cough on the during the intro?
No.
Oh, good. Because it was in the background. I looked down at my mic and it was unmuted because I was like,
Nope, you were saved by the asset.
Oh, good. Well, here we are. The assets are live. We're ready to go. One asset we have on our show joining us every Monday of the yellow variety, hanging out, ready to go. Hello, Flash.
Yo. Got
How's
my black coffee.
Oh, yeah. You got that ready to go?
Yeah.
I miss Peppermint Flash. He was funny. He was always like, I got peppermint coffee today. They'd always be super bubbly.
You're saying black coffee Flash isn't bubbly Flash?
Black coffee Flash is more like, I'm ready to play.
Just testosterone driven.
Yeah.
Just reeking testosterone and manliness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's good. How many bicep curls you done this morning, Flash?
None.
Oh, he doesn't need to. That's how much manliness.
Do them during the show.
That's right. Just constantly squeezing them out, getting those guns. Love it. You got a bicep, Flash? You got a sweet bicep?
Working on it.
He's like, I have a sep. Not a bicep, a sep.
Well, someone who I guarantee has all of the biceps and just reeks testosterone, joining us straight from the hood today with his Barbie collection. It's Phoenix.
What up, dogs? Yeah, I'm veryexcite.com. I got some shipments in. Very excited about that. I've got some new Barbies coming in. That came in, but I still got one more to come. And then the big one, the autistic Barbie, I have not been able to find anywhere. And everyone online on X, they keep sending pictures of them with it, and they're making me very, very jealous. So that's the update on the Barbie side right now that no one asked for. You're welcome.
No. I think we all want to know what the Barbie update is on a day. Like I am anxiously awaiting to hear what child doll you earn and you get. Okay. So every day. Thank you for that.
I've got plenty.
As soon as autistic Barbie makes her way into your hands, I need to
my
know,
heart,
immediately. Yeah.
Okay.
This is important. Well, I see Mal has joined us. Let's just go and see if Mal has her audio and everything squared away. Because when you are a VTuber, sometimes StreamYard does tinker with things. Mal, can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Hooray!
Can you hear me?
It's like nothing was ever wrong. Hello,
yeah.
Mal. It's great to see you.
For the past 10 minutes panicking. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Don't apologize. They don't know. It's okay. It wasn't your fault. It's all right. How's everything going?
Quite well so far, minus that.
Well, great to meet you. We're glad you're with us today. Do you have a collection of Barbies?
No.
Oh, okay.
I had Polly Pockets as a kid.
Oh, are any of them autistic or wheelchair bound?
No, but I can make them.
Mal, I'm sorry to break the news to you. You're just an ableist bigot.
Does anyone else
that is
see
true.
Phoenix
That is
hugging
actually
his
true.
Barbies, or is it just me?
What's that? What's up, Blabs?
No one else noticed Phoenix hugging his Barbies as we speak?
Oh, no, listen. We are about to do showcase. Mal, I don't know if you know this, but Phoenix is the quintessential Barbie collector here. And Phoenix, I think it'd be really great if you went out and just showed everybody the newest Barbies that you had. So Phoenix,
Sure.
the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. So we'll start off with. I got a new one of this. I had one back in the day in the early 2000s, but they made another one, so I made sure to get it. This is wheelchair Barbie with her little service dog. It's adorable. And
Did the dog pull her?
I was gonna say it looks like Santa over here. It is working.
I love it though. It's adorable.
And Craig, I hope I'm not giving anything away. I think we had discussed this on the show, but you had talked about maybe doing a Pinewood Derby in the future, and I want to somehow take this wheelchair-bound Barbie and her service dog, maybe add some rockets to the back of her, and send this fucker down into a loop. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Why do we need to do a Pinewood Derby for that? I think that's its own separate stream. Like that's a special event where we make an entire course for wheelchair Barbie. It ends at the loop into like. And here's the thing: coming off of the loop, it loops around. Off of a ramp, and then from the chair, a little parachute pops up.
I love it so much.
1,000. Like maybe
you'll break my heart if we don't.
This is a must at this point.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, please continue your showcase of Barbies. Yes.
So then I'll save the favorite one for last, but then this one, which I'm very excited about. This is the one that really you saw my excitement on the show. This is Type 1 diabetes Barbie with her she's got a little monitor over here, right there, little insulin. This is Type 1 diabetes. Again, we're waiting for the sequel, Type 2, and then I guess
Just like me.
Then the third one is like amputee Barbie because it wasn't working out too well.
Wait, is that what it's actually called?
No, I wish there was amputee Barbie. Mattel, if you're out there, please. I will buy it,
You
I
have
promise.
to collect all four, right? Because there'd be one for each limb.
Oh no!
Do you by chance have a nugget fetish?
I might. The
okay.
answer is yes. Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. I'm only slightly judging.
You should judge a lot.
Flash, I think you're onto something here, right? If you have amputee Barbie that just has like nub for a right arm, couldn't you hypothetically take regular right arm off of existing Barbie and just put it on amputee Barbie, and amputee Barbie becomes regular Barbie?
Yes. I love this idea.
It's kind
Again,
of like
Mattel,
Minecraft or Legos.
we're giving you. I mean, it's printing money at this point. Just make the doll, okay? And speaking of doll, there's one more to go.
Yes, please.
This is perhaps my favorite one.
Okay.
This is I wanted to say retard, but it's Down syndrome Barbie. There, look at the goofy bastard. Look at and it's got the official NDSS, National Down Syndrome Society. So this is goofy bastard Barbie. This is my prized possession. So,
what is that?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what it is?
I don't know. Are they canceling me?
That's some sort of alert on Streamlabs that's going through your microphone. Okay. That's hilarious. I love that. Anyways, wow. Just Flash, you had a very important question before the show about the cost of these.
Yeah. What was specifically the wheelchair one? I wonder what that was.
Oh. Okay, so thankfully, believe it or not, I don't know why, but these were not flying off the shelves. So these you could get for about $7. This in Type 1 diabetes. This little puppy
is there a
over
Type
here.
2 diabetes, Barbie?
No, the sequel. I am anxiously
Okay,
awaiting
we need
the
that.
sequel.
We need that on the market next.
Well, Blabs, you just made a exciting face. Is there one?
Sorry, no, I was not paying attention.
Oh, it's
I'm doing
unrelated.
a lot of stuff
okay.
with Rumble
That's fine.
right now.
That's fine.
I would just eventually look at Rumble in a bit, Craig, and the super chats and stuff.
So real quick, this one was $30, and I say $30 too little. I would have spent more on this. Okay, so that's that. That's my Barbie collection for now. More are coming. More are coming.
Can we stop down what we're doing really quick?
Yes.
More are coming. Very glad to have the CEO of Rumble.com, Chris, come in and drop in some. Wow. Hey, full screen. Show him the asset, Phoenix.
Which one?
That and Rumble wallet tips coming in. Custom made. That's right. Chris, thank you so much coming in and dropping bombs I'm going to sign in and look right now on my Rumble app because he came in and just dropped, ba-bam, $100 in Tether over there. And then an additional $200 in Tether. Spectacular
That's not
stuff.
all either.
What?
No. If you scroll all the way to the top, you'll see that Ken gifted 50 memberships on Rumble.
What?
Yeah.
50 memberships?
Ken,
You want to Blabs dance if you
JMG.
want.
Yes, I want all of the dances. Go.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah!
Holy moly.
Let's go! Need my allergy dance.
Unbelievable.
So good.
Okay. Hey, give it up for Barbie, everybody. Give it up for Rumble. Give it up for Chris. You said 50 subs?
50 memberships on Rumble from Ken.
And you know why, Craig?
Well, yes.
Because who is Ken? If not without his Barbie. Bam. That's what it was. That's it.
Boom.
Hey, pays
Amazing.
for itself.
Spectacular. Get her dancing again, please. Get her dancing
Okay.
because Chris
All right.
just came in with another.
How about this one?
Uh-oh. Go ahead. Unbelievable. Listen, you want custom animations, and you got it, dude. Do it again. Go ahead.
Once it goes, it goes.
Unbelievable. Give it up. Hey. That gives us a great opportunity to let you know that you should download the Rumble Wallet app right now, whether it's on iOS or iPhone, iOS or Android. Go pick it up. You can support creators like us, like Chris just did. Spectacular, wonderful, amazing, and we appreciate it. We should do some sort of Rumble Wallet like funathon or something where everything is supported through Rumble Wallet. Hey, Chris, what do you think? Maybe we should make that happen. That would be spectacular. Wow, what a great start to the show. Just wonderful stuff.
I think I even have a Rumble button here too. I don't even remember what that does, but if you want, we can press it and see what
do
the
it.
hell happens.
Press the mystery button.
Ooh, it's the
What?
transfer one.
What's happening? Is it working?
Yeah, it's the transfer button. It's one
It is, yeah, but it didn't do
Rumble.
the full. It didn't do the full overlay, unfortunately. I'll get that fixed.
Spectacular.
I'll get
Wow.
that fixed.
That is absolutely spectacular. Mr. Michael also gifted a Rumble Premium. Now, hey, that's actually a really great way to let you know that because you have Rumble Premium now, you can actually watch the amazing Mount Your Friends extravaganza we did exclusive to Rumble Premium and Side Scrollers Plus, featuring several of our Leaflet friends, several of our VTuber friends. You saw Leaflet, Kirsha, Pickle, and Blabs over there, which is great. Play Mount Your Friends. That's available for free now for all of our Rumble Premium users and Side Scrollers Plus members. How great is that? What a great start to the show. Chris, thank you very much. That is beyond generous. And thank you to Ken, the better half of Barbie, for the 50 gifted Rumble Premiums. If you guys would like...
Is Ken enough?
Yes, he's Knuff. Is that what they say? Mm-hmm. Knuff. Anyways, if you would like a Rumble Premium, chances are if you go over to rumble.com/sidescrollers right now and you go in our chat, you'll get a free Rumble Premium because there's a lot of them just flowing right now in the chat. So you just say hi and you can watch that for free. How spectacular is that? Wonderful. I don't even know. We're going crazy today. What a great start to the show. With all that said, we got Rumble Premium flying. We got gifted premiums going on. We got Rumble wallets going all over the place. We got super chats over on YouTube. What a great start to the show. And on top of all that, we have a brand new friend joining us today, Amalgamite. Mal, how are you? It's great to meet you.
It's nice to meet you guys too. Thanks for
Yes.
having me on.
Do me a quick favor. Tell everybody about who you are and what you do.
Oh yeah, I'm a political VTuber with a side of games. Probably would put myself somewhere on the right. Cover some pretty spicy topics and different things like that. But I do try to occasionally play a game once or twice a week just to kind of take a break and make things easier. I stream on YouTube, Kick and Rumble. A lot more VODs are on Rumble for various reasons because sometimes, I like to say some things and I forget there's a filter. But yeah, things like that happen from time to time. But yeah, it's all good.
Hey, well, glad you're with us today. Going to be a fun day. Make sure you just have fun. That's the most important thing today. Have
Well,
fun.
thank
Go
you.
crazy. Yes, have fun. We're very glad you've joined us today. All right. So, big show. What a phenomenal start to get going. We have our Montez goal over on YouTube. I have a strong feeling we're going to hit that today. Coming, I'll tell you what. With Ken and Chris coming in right off the bat, dropping major bombs, should we, Phoenix, just go straight
do
to
it.
it? You think
The
we
Great
should?
Reset. Let's do it.
I agree. Flash, have you seen The Great Reset?
Oh, there's okay.
I know you're living it right now, but we're talking about the.
Oh,
The greatest Montez ever created.
okay.
Right off.
I haven't seen it then.
Bitch! Stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
You're alive! And all of the zombies are defeated! And I'm not gay anymore!
Montez saved us all, kiddo!
Video games won't be lame anymore!
And I like girls now! I love girls!
My tits are huge again! Maybe we're the racists!
Barbs are for fucktards.
Redemption is a great thing.
Everything has been reset to its normalcy, which is just absolutely outstanding. It's I've been watching 11/22/63. Have you guys seen that show? It was a Hulu thing like a decade ago. It's about the JFK assassination.
With Franco.
Yes, with James Franco. Yeah, it's Blabs. It's about the assassination of JFK, and you can.
Oh,
it
so
goes,
not football. Okay.
No. 11/22/63 are just numbers, not necessarily
Yeah,
football
but it
numbers.
sounds like
Blabs.
we're like 11, 22, 4, you know? So
Yes, it's a football drama that also involves the assassination of JFK.
one match to like rule out the fates.
Oh God.
What is that?
I'm pretty sure it's an alert that I don't have on the back end, but we'll figure all that out. I'll need to reset all that. Anyways,
Can we just keep that actually? Maybe it's the delays. I think it's the delays of like Chris's donos. I think it's just delayed.
I know exactly what it is. It's on the back end of Streamlabs. It's going through Phoenix's mic. That's
I
exactly.
freaking love it though. We're gonna keep that. We're keeping that.
No, I don't like that alert. I do not like that.
I like it. Sounds like someone's gonna get fired. I freaking love it.
All right, hold on. Let me go to reset that really quick. Okay. All right, we're good. No more crazy sound effects going off. Anyways, I was watching 11/22/63 and talks about like going back in time, and he tries to reset things by stopping Lee Harvey Oswald from killing JFK, and the whole premise is like, oh, it's gonna be so much better without it, and he ends up just messing everything up by saving JFK, and he has to go back and reset it again. So listen, we all know that's exactly what would happen in world, because the past always wins. The past always wins. Anyways, all right. Speaking of the past, we always like to start the show with a little bit of disappointment. And Mal, I know that it's been a little chaotic to start the show. I get it, and that's part of what we have going on. Flash, are you ready for a little disappointment to start the show?
Let's do it.
It's time for Today in Video Game History.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Olive Garden can suck my tits!
Very specific today, Blabs. Very
Precisely.
specific. So mad. All right. Today in video game history, the past, Blabs, what games have been released on January 19th?
All right, so Rule of Rose was released in Japan in 2006. You have Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown was released in 2010, and then
Did you
Pal
intentionally
World.
get the picture wrong? Or
Listen, I want to point out, by the way, this is Pal World 2 years ago today. Sam actually did this for me today. So if it's good, it's good for Sam. If it's
I was
bad,
gonna
it's bad
say.
for Sam.
Let me hey, a solo shot from me. Listen, Sam, I want to let you know something. This may be the best day in gaming history I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of your efforts, and maybe possibly right behind the day that Kay subbed. So if I was to rank them, just rank the Today in Gaming History,
Even though
it would
I did
be
K's,
it would
so,
be
like awkward for you.
It would be Kay up here, right? The best possible ever day, and then Sam right here, right below it, and then whatever Blabs does is right here. So listen, Sam, I just want to let you know you're the best, man. You're the best, and I appreciate you. Yes, Blabs, please continue.
For what?
Today in Gaming History.
I just did it.
Oh, okay.
I think we just witnessed our own great reset. I mean, that was a spectacular list, I have to say. I actually genuinely very pleased with that list.
So here's how it happened. I do it in advance, right? And I saw that it was done in advance. So I was like, hey, Sam, any reason why you did Mondays? He's like, I just forgot, because he does the weekend versions. He's like, I forgot I did Monday too. I'm like, cool. So I go and check it, and then I check GameFAQs. I'm like, you know what? I'll leave it as is. So Sam gets all the credit for today, and I didn't change it. So actually, it's my list now.
Well, that is truly spectacular, Sam. Way to go. Way to go. Some noticeable games that Sam definitely didn't miss today, because it's just a list of perfection.
Expertly dodged.
Yes. Include Madden NFL 06 for the Palm OS Classic.
So.
Well, no, I don't even know what the Palm OS Classic is. What is this? Anybody have any idea?
Yeah, the Palm OS, that was the Palm Pilot where you had the little stylus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's like DS controls.
Even worse, but yes, pretty much, yes.
Are we like that's a real thing? Madden 06 on the Palm OS. Hold on, I gotta find.
Yeah, bring it up.
Yep, Madden 06 Palm OS Classic.
Yeah, the Palm was a big to do back then.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. I have a short of this over on YouTube, which, by the way, these are apparently coming.
Why does this music sound like someone's having a horrible time in the bathroom?
What?
It just sounds like an upset stomach, you know?
Okay. Well, there you go. I guess that's the gameplay of it.
Do you hear rap music when you're taking a shit? Is that, I'm so confused by that statement.
I wouldn't call it.
Because I do.
That's
I just wanted to feel at home.
just grabbing a seat, and just all of a sudden Drake starts playing. Just,
so Eminem.
just shaking her bottom as Dookie falls off. Anyway, what? I thought that's where it happens. Okay. Lost Magic released for the DS 20 years ago in 2006. Dark Void was the game on my list that I was thinking about. Phoenix, we were talking about this before the show. Dark Void.
Surprisingly good game that you could get for like $1 at any retro game store. At least last time I checked. Like, it's actually kind of a micro hidden gem. Not a lot of people knew about this one. It's what do you call it? What was that Jetman movie?
The Rocketeer.
Rocketeer, thank you. Rocketeer-like.
Yeah, it was had a lot of elements of that time. Third person cover, a lot of flying around with your gun, a lot of shooting. It was definitely like the Rocketeer. I think it's a good way to say it. As you can see with the giant rocket pack. Flash, you ever played this game before? Dark Void?
I've never played this. I played Ace Combat, the name of the game that was under the picture.
Yeah, this was a game that came out and it kind of flopped. It just kind of came and went. And
that looks cool though.
No, it's surprisingly it's actually a really good game. I'm telling you, you can go to any store and get it for like $1 or $2. It's always in the bargain bin.
Yeah. I mean, if you can even find it, they're not exactly, like I said, didn't sell a whole lot of copies. I believe this was a Capcom game. I think it was a Capcom game when it came out.
I can grab it if you want, but I don't know if it was Capcom.
Sounds maybe not Capcom. I don't quite remember. Either way, some other noticeable games that you definitely didn't miss today, Sam, but Blabs would have include Wipeout 2048 for the PlayStation Vita, Onichambara Z, Kagura for the Xbox 360. Right here, 14 years ago. Any thoughts on any of this that you see so far, guys? Yes. No. Okay. Honey Pop. Now, what do you think of that game, huh? Honey Pop, you ever heard of this?
I've heard of it before, but I never played it.
I've never heard of it before. Let's find out. I'm very curious to see what this game is. Honey Pop. Oh, this looks like a game that Markiplier played. Yes, this is a Markiplier game right here. All right. Blade and Soul was released for the PC 10 years ago. Resident Evil Origins Collection.
Those are great games, but it's a re-release.
Face of Illusions, the Twin Phantoms, Valkyrie Revolution, PS4, PS Vita, 9 years ago. Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, which is one of those weird things. I just...
There's going to be people mad in the chat about that.
Well, do you like this game, Flash?
No, I don't care about this game, but...
Okay. I have a hard time playing games that have more than, I would say, 5 words in the title. I think that's my limit. And I think I'm trying to test myself here because I'm going back to like Street Fighter 2, right? Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, right? That's a lot of
then there was like Alpha Hyper Champion Edition and all that shit.
Super Street Fighter 2 Champion Turbo Mega Rainbow. At a certain point, there's just too many words in a title. But Kirby Battle Royale also released for the 3DS.
By the way, you were right. It is Capcom.
Aha!
Dark Void.
Nice. I'll do Blabs. Aha! Right there.
No. It's ha.
Oh, ha. Okay.
No. Ha.
Another Code Recollection released 2 years ago. And yes, PAL World released 2 years ago, and Nintendo pooped a brick right there when that was released. Man, do you guys remember the PAL World craze? My goodness.
It was a fun game, actually. Probably try picking it up again.
You say it like the game is dead.
Well, no. It's just, I had fun playing it, and then, my friends and I just stopped playing it. And I'm like, oh, I should probably get back into it, because I did enjoy myself playing that. It was fun. You could make all these horrible signs inside of there, and you could say a lot of bad words, and it was fun.
Let's go. Everybody loves a little. Hey, when was the last time you guys played any PAL World?
2 years
Never.
ago.
No.
I tried playing it once, and I couldn't really get into it. So
I played it once on stream, and I got too into it. I try to avoid games like that because it would suck the life out of me, in that I would devote everything to it. It's like the worst. Those type of games where you build and you create your own little world and you have little helpers. And whenever I play that stuff, it just sucks me in, and I can't do it. So I gotta cut off the habit before it begins, I guess. So yeah, good stuff right there. All right. I feel that I totally missed the mark earlier. I have this wall of supports behind me here, the super wall behind it over here. And I did not put Chris from Rumble up on the wall, which I certainly need to do. I also need to put, you said Ken got on the wall with 50?
Yep.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ken's going on the wall.
You might as well put Marmalin on the wall, too.
I see Marmalin came in, and Marmalin also supported with
Blabs, did we miss anyone
Bitcoin.
last week? I remember that the after show was there someone that we missed?
Oh, there was.
Oh no. Well, I'll tell you what, let me go and put Ken on the
We'll
wall.
talk after the show.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get them on the wall as well. And I
don't think it was for the wall, though.
Okay. I need to do a better job of getting people on the wall. It's been, sometimes we get so caught up on this that we do it. So there you go. Look at that, guys. Look at it. There's everybody going on the wall.
There. Do it again.
Look at it. There's
Would
everybody.
you just look at it?
Would you look at it, please? All right, I'm going to get them on the wall. You can go back to regular. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. There's Today in Gaming History, everybody. Ready to rock today. And yeah, Blabs, tell everybody a story. Actually, I'll tell you what. Tell everybody about Marmalin's big old tip over there.
Okay, I gotta go find it now, because you honestly, everyone's been super generous today that it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell did Marmalin go? Here it is. Okay, so Marmalin who donated in Rumble Bitcoins, but it was totaling 50 USD. For the Barbies and Amelia and Flash, love you all. Happy Monday, everyone. So thank you very much, Marmalin. Holy shit, you guys have been insane. Let me grab some others. I'm just gonna start at the top. Let's see. Okay, hang on, Smokey, hang on. For 10 says Amalgama is quite a handful. Be careful if you want to voice chat with her. Her rates are exorbitant. $1,000 for 1 minute voice chat. Hey, Amal, how about $2 for every voice chat minute instead? I don't know what that means, but thank you very much. Augusta the Dorks for 10 says, gonna have to watch the VOD, but glad to see Mal make her way to side scores. Be careful, though. She can yap about My Little Pony for hours. Ask her why Applejack is her favorite pony, though.
that I keep on being slandered here. Jesus. That the first one is what we talked about in DM's Blabs. And then the other one, I'm not an MLP fan, but Arch is really trying to groom me into being one and is making this narrative. So, I'm stuck with this now.
Okay, all right, and then I'm just gonna pivot now. John for 10 says, so were y'all aware of the Denver Broncos I can never say that one. Uma Musume crossover? Gonna go down the rabbit hole. That shit is funny. Apparently other NFL teams got jelly and are trying to get their own anime tie-ins.
No, didn't see that. Hey, speaking of Marvelin's wonderful Bitcoin support with the 50, Mal, I don't know if you know this. We have a wonderful viewer of the show named DB Wild, and he uses AI to create people frolicking. Usually we present wonderful women in busty women doing wonderful things. But when we have a new guest on, usually we get live footage of people frolicking. In this case, we have you frolicking, which is great.
That's badass.
That is pretty awesome.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
so cool.
So there we go. So congratulations. Thank you so much for that, DB Wild. Appreciate your support, my dude. All right. Let's go ahead and once again, we're going to get to all your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants, Bitcoin, Rumble wallets, the whole shebang throughout the duration of the show. We cannot do the show without you guys. And what a great start, man. What a great start to the day. But we have a lot to talk about. So much news. So much going on in the world that it is now time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news.
Hard news.
All right. So if you recall last week, the big story that we saw was the story of a little game that was released in the UK. We talked about this at length, the propaganda game starring Amelia. What was it called? Waypoint, I believe, was the title of the game.
Pathways.
Yes, Pathway. I don't know why I was thinking of Waypoint. Pathways. And the big winner of the whole thing was Amelia, the purple-haired chick who loved her country. Did anybody else flash? I know you checked that game out, yeah?
No, I haven't. Which game?
The Pathways game, the UK
I hadn't played that
game.
Oh,
Okay,
you're missing out.
Well, I want to let you know.
What is this?
So this is the UK propaganda game that was released. That it was the premise of it was to stop, quote, right-wing radicalization between 11 and 18-year-old boys. And the biggest problem that they had with this game is that it made too much sense. And there was two main things that I learned from playing through this game. Number one, if you love your country, you are a right-wing extremist. And number two, if you support your veterans, you also are a right-wing extremist. Those are two things that are seen as problematic in the game. And you play as a boy. I'm sorry, they. Whether you pick a boy or a girl, you are a they in the game. And in this game, you meet a girl named Amelia. And Amelia is the one who introduces you to all of these radical ideas. Right? And Mal, did you have a chance to play this game?
Yeah, I did. It was quite the experience.
Were you also deemed an extremist?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts to see. Well, Amelia has become it was trending on Twitter all over the weekend.
She's like the new Rosie the Riveter. Like she's like this new beacon of of hope.
Right. So Amelia, as this is the way it's presented on X.
Oh,
Amelia,
I've seen these.
Yes.
That's where this is from. Okay.
Correct. Yes. And this was a super viral post here. It says goth waifu Amelia is now the mascot of UK nationalism and has gone viral after the UK panicked and took her game down. They actually went in and they removed the game for a short amount of time. They reposted it. And this was kind of some of the things that this person actually created using AI, obviously, went in and did this entire thing. Says the prompts were simple. First, I told Grok to look at every single Amelia meme on the internet. Second, I said, become Amelia, then make a video and tell the British people what you want them to know. This is exactly Well, this is it right here.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion.
Haram! Haram!
But I don't like that.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Haram.
Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars.
I'll get it back.
Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, packy wankers! The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What? What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry.
That really happens too.
I know that you see this stuff and you think it sounds so ridiculous when it's laid out like this, but this is what's happening in the UK right now. All this minute and 7 seconds that we've seen so far, it seems so unbelievable, but at least this is the perception of what's happening in the UK right now. It's hilarious. Mal, your thoughts?
Honestly, I've been loving the Amelia memes a lot. They're just so funny, but it's one of those, like, it's the dark humor kind of funny part of it because of how tragic it is over in Britain with the current state of things, dealing with the Pakistani gangs that they have there, and how just everybody keeps on memeing that, like, Keir Starmer should be kidnapped next after Maduro. I'd be kind of down for that, actually. But I also know that it wouldn't also solve the problem currently. A lot of the problems have been happening even on the Conservatives and Labour even before then. So it's just a little spark of hope and fun among the darkness.
I mean, it is definitely one of the bigger backfires we've seen, where a character is presented and people are like, yeah, based. Awesome. I love everything that she's talking about. They did the complete opposite, and they've radicalized everybody to be like, yeah, you know what? Actually, I do love my country and I do support the veterans. So apparently I am a horrible person. As we continue on, the memes have been great on this. And if you recall last week, Leaflet, who is just an AI wizard, friend of the show, she put together a trailer for an AI anime that was built around ice. And we watched this on the show where they went in, and it's about, a Japanese person joining their version of ice. We talked about this on the show, and this went super mega viral. 2 million views on her channel, but this was quote tweeted 1 million times by everybody. Got a lot of people talking. Well, bringing it back to Amelia, she did the same with Amelia, and she has this Amelia, the Last Rose of Albion. Would you watch it? She's released a trailer for a new anime AI series. Phoenix, have you seen this?
I saw the trailer. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here it is. Let's check out the trailer for the hit new anime, Amelia.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Amelia, no.
ねえ、チャーリー。イギリスのこと好き？
どうして行かないなんて言ったんだろう。君はただ僕らの未来を送ってくれていたのに。
行こう。世界を変えに。
残念ね、チャーリー君。そんな有害な考えを持っているなんて更生施設に入ってもらうわね。許されることではないの。
あのアメリアって子は全く悪影響なんだよ。
There's your poppies. They're Blabs.
Yep.
文化を守りたいっていう気持ちのどこが悪いの？みんな自分の生まれた国や文化が大事なはずでしょう。悪いことだなんて
私には思えない。
So there you go. And of course, there you go.
今度は一緒に行くよ。
So this obviously has just totally upset all of the right people simply by creating an AI generated thing. This is going as viral as the other one here with over 1 million views over on X. And Blabs, you said it's not even February, and Amelia is the waifu of the year over here. Right? But people have fallen in love with Amelia in the best possible way. I don't know if I've ever seen a piece of propaganda backfire as much as this. And the idea that it's guised as like just some fun video game that we'll put together. It is truly spectacular. Flash, you have to play this game on stream.
Yeah, what's the name of it? Where do I find this?
Pathways.
Yes.
Pathways?
Just called if you search Pathways UK game, you should be able to find it fairly easy. And this is one of those things that I just don't know if they truly were thinking through the actions here, because like I don't know how you can look at this. The game is still available here, and we've talked about this once again several times in the show. It is up. It went down for a short amount of time. I wonder if it went down because they were worried about it, or if there was just so much traffic.
Just so much traffic. Yeah, that's
Like,
my guess. Because they didn't remove Amelia. That would have made sense if they made Amelia some fat, acne-ridden dude or something, but it didn't. So it doesn't appear that anything changed. So my guess is it was just pure traffic.
When did that come out? When they dropped that game?
A couple of weeks ago, right?
Surprised I didn't hear about it, to be honest.
Oh, it's been popping off. It's done exactly the opposite of what they wanted to do. And when you see the messaging in this, I think that's when we were playing this live on the show. That was the most unsettling part of the whole thing. That if you love your country, if you support your veterans, you're seen as an extremist with this ideology.
It's 1984 in real time. Like you're actually like, here you are. You're witnessing it. So you could feel that dystopian ooze all over you. By the way, real fast, I will remind everyone, love him or hate him, you could argue that Trump was kind of elected off of memes. So you never know what all these memes, hopefully that does some positive over there. That'd be fantastic. Get some people rallying. They now have a character to rally behind. They've got their own, essentially a flag to rally behind. So good luck, hopefully.
Could you imagine if, go ahead, Mal.
Oh, I was going to say, despite being American, I do dabble in British politics. I'm kind of an Anglophile a little bit. Not going to say I'm an expert on these things. So, and any people over in Britain in the chat, my apologies in advance. But basically, people have been voting against immigration and for exposing the gangs for a very long time now, actually. The only reason why Keir Starmer won was because people had such low faith in the government that the only people that actually turned out and voted was leftists who did for Keir Starmer for the Labour government. And he did not have the majority at all. The Conservatives have killed themselves over the past about 12, 13 years since they've been in power. And they've only been winning repeatedly over and over again because they were the only ones that actually promised to be strong in immigration. And every single time they would win, they would just pull the rug underneath them, especially in the case of Boris Johnson and Brexit. When in reality, they actually ramped it up once Boris Johnson and the Conservatives came back into power. In 2020, it's called the Boris wave in that case. But technically, the immigration problem's been happening since 70s, but got even worse under Tony Blair in the late 90s. So that's why reform has been rising in the polls so much. And there was UKIP before as well. They've been trying so hard over and over and over again to actually get out of what has become of things. And reform right now seems to be the only chance, but they've been allowing more conservative members to join that have defected the Conservative Party since it's dead in a ditch. So we're going to see how that goes. It's not looking great over there, but the British people have been trying, and this is just another symptom of the ongoing problem.
Well, Blabs, I know you kind of your big export from the UK is Harry Potter.
Yes.
You love yourself some Harry Potter.
Just a little bit, I'd say.
Just a little bit, yes. But Amelia and the Harry Potter Amelia crossover has happened, Blabs.
I did not see this.
Amelia isn't going away. Amelia is just getting started. Here we are.
Tonks?
No, I'm Amelia. We need to talk about Islam in the UK. Catholic, Protestant, atheist. We're all buggered if Islam takes over. Witches must be burnt, of course, but honour killing your daughters for not wearing hijab is much too far. But Wallace,
Oh my god!
Pigs are haram too, Pepper. Your entire family line ended. And forget LGBT acceptance. Muslims will toss them out the window. Literally. First, we remove the Islamists from our government and our country, Paddington. Then marmalade.
Wow.
That's cool. I like that. The lore was actually good in there too. Like it was correct in every single segment. That's wild.
Every single major UK entertainment export was in there. You had Doctor Who, you had Paddington, Peppa Pig of all things, all done in the proper art style. That's pretty great stuff. Well, Flash, as you continue to educate yourself on Amelia and pathways on your way to right-wing extremism, if you just search Amelia over on X, you will find all sorts of examples to share. Just search top and hit over here, and you'll see there are just memes after memes after memes. As Amelia, it's like this is apparently a problematic statement here, that it is okay to be white. Apparently, right here, and so this is just more after more after more here. Amelia has become a symbol of resistance, which is just spectacular to see. So
that's a fantastic backfire.
Yeah. I don't know if we've ever seen one this quick and this fast. And this has been, you said a couple weeks ago, Phoenix. I think this is probably in the last week, early last week. We think we found out about Amelia.
Yeah, we did. I have no idea how long Pathways has existed prior, but yeah, it's been like a week and a half, something like that we know about it. Yeah.
Well, Flash, when you do get around to playing Pathways, let us know how extreme you get and how much wrong think you got to. So it's right there for you. A free youth-centered interactive learning package for education on extremism, radicalization, and prevent.
And there's Amelia right there, right in the background.
Right there.
She is. Yeah.
Look at how problematic she is.
Maybe we'll play this on my stream on Saturday.
Listen, you will be shocked, Flash, when you play this game.
Yeah, because you go into it thinking, oh, we're going to have a good laugh at this. And then really you just come away horrified. It's just really terrifying down to the core.
Jack in the chat says, did you see the alternate endings to Pathways I found on the website assets? No, Jack, I did not see those. But feel free to tweet them at us and we'll check them out. Are they legit or is this a meme? Legit question.
They're legit.
Are they really? Have you seen these?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, tell me.
So one of them is basically him being sent to like re-education. Once again,
that was ours.
Not too crazy. Actually, it was more like he was getting really emotionally frustrated, and he became reclusive and didn't have any friends. And then the other one is he went completely with Amelia. And they went to protest, put up flyers, and they got arrested by the cops. And the line of it is like, because of your actions and thoughts, you get arrested. Literally saying that, thought police essentially.
Let's check them out. Here you go, Flash. This could be a preview of you in your future if you don't buckle up and just play by the rules. You got it? Let's see what it is. Charlie declined the help. They felt they could handle it by themselves. By the way, Flash, this is your good bar here. If it goes, this is bad over here. This is good. Let's see if there's any audio here. No audio. Okay,
it's delayed.
Is it? Okay. All right. They felt they could handle themselves. Sounds good. He gets up.
Charlie started feeling that they didn't really fit into any group now, and that they were experiencing a sense of isolation. They didn't take the opportunity to unpack these difficult feelings. Charlie continued to be reserved at college, and continue to worry their teacher and parents.
You notice how the teacher is giving more priority over the parents in this situation? That's crazy.
That's because the state's going to be the new parents. At least that's the ideal.
Let's go see this is the other alternate ending here. Jack, thank you for this.
Charlie was furious that the teacher felt they needed support with their political views. Charlie was so insulted that they stormed out and went to see their friend Amelia. Together, the pair increased the amount of content they shared, attracting the attention of not just the teacher, but their parents and police too. By not accepting help in time, Charlie had given themselves an opportunity to break the law with the things they were saying and the actions they chose to take.
Wow.
Charlie was
just the idea that, hey, you out there with your pamphlets telling people you don't like this, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Golly. This gets worse and worse with every new asset that's discovered. Jack, thank you for that, for tweeting that out and discovering that. Flash, this is your first interaction with this game. I want to let you know that you are definitely going to be a part of the problem.
I already was.
I know. And that's what we love about you, buddy. Mal, you sound like you've done a little bit more deep diving on this game. Is there anything that we also need to know? I mean, we only played through the game once. I feel like we need to discover the alternate endings. Maybe there's some maybe hidden characters in there that help Amelia's cause.
I mean, it's there's really not much more to it than already shown so far. The Amelia memes and the alternative endings, and then just the irony about it all. It's just frustrating because the fact that the people who made this game, and I don't even really like calling it a game because it's more just like a PowerPoint presentation. Just click on the slides.
Yeah.
Is they're true believers in this. They actually legitimately believe that by not being happy with a mass immigration, not being happy with how the country is going, not being happy is that you can't get a job because there's more people in the country taking them from you, all these different things, and then obviously the Pakistani gangs, though they don't really address them in the game. You are evil and racist for even having those thoughts, and they literally want to throw you in jail, but that they've been doing that for quite a long time, so that's not exactly new.
Flash, do you see an instance where the UK backtracks and actually have they crossed the line and there's no turning back?
They've already crossed the line.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're too polite over there to their own demise.
They're like Minnesota nice. What's going on up there, right? Man, that's crazy. What about you, Phoenix? Do you think that the UK will ever recover from this, or will Amelia lead the country back as the path of resistance?
I think the way you usually see this in history is that if change is going to happen, sometimes it can happen essentially what feels like overnight. And again, like you look at the Trump, again, love him or hate him. When he came in, we were kind of concerned, and suddenly things changed. No one expected him to win. Everyone counted him out. Everyone thought that Hillary was going to win, and there was a major upset. So a lot of times these things can just happen overnight. That's why I was saying I'm kind of excited that they have a meme now to rally behind, because it's kind of a secret society kind of thing where that's your little beacon of hope. And you never know, that may get people to vote. People who would not have voted, suddenly maybe they are voting. And so that's all you need, is you just need a rise of the people. And this Amelia could be the very thing that does it. And that would be glorious. That would be hilarious.
You wonder if Amelia is going to penetrate outside of just the internet meme wars, or if she'll actually get to, the common man who's not on X.
Right.
And I think that's when action really happens, is people are like, yeah, Amelia's pretty awesome. When you start seeing Amelia show up on flags at soccer games, and will she become problematic?
100%.
Will the government be like, you can't use Amelia for that? Or
yeah,
or maybe they repurpose Amelia and she becomes she was like, I was wrong. And then like the next game is Amelia gets deprogrammed over here and she becomes a robot.
No, but that's the beauty of memes, right? Because like what's going to happen is you take Joe Schmo, who's not on X, Joe Normal, and they see Amelia, and they're like, I'm seeing this Amelia everywhere. Maybe even Halloween time, everyone's dressed like, who is that? And then someone says, oh yeah, well that's the Amelia character. And like, well, why is she so popular? Like, oh well, she's for country and veterans. They're like, wait, is that not a real thing? And like then that conversation happens. It's always inspiring conversation, and it's conversation that's based off of common sense, and it's a wake up call that things have gotten that bad. So I'm actually kind of maybe a little glimmer of hope. I'm hoping a little glimmer.
Maybe, possibly. Maybe. Well, Lady Decade came in and she actually tweeted out a picture of her. She actually was cosplaying as Amelia here. She couldn't find the right wig, but I think you're right. I know that Halloween is many moons away at this point, but what if Amelia picks up steam and truly becomes that face, and all of a sudden you find girls going out and dressing in purple wigs and with their UK flags, and
if the boyfriend is Guy Fawkes and then she's Amelia, like that's a healthy combo right there.
There we go. Well, that's spectacular, and the backfire is just chef's kiss. So keep it going, UK. Keep it going. We're starting to see a little bit of change, across the world, and that's a good thing, a great thing. Just wonderful. All right, if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Join us over here on YouTube and, of course, over on Rumble. Hit the follow button and join the over 35,000 over on Rumble, as our goal, quite simply, is to grow faster over on Rumble than we are over on YouTube, which is great. 137,000 over on YouTube, 35,000 over on Rumble. Love if you guys hit the thumbs up button wherever you guys are tuning in as well. We greatly appreciate that. We got another gaming story here that Blabs was very, very excited about. But first, let's get to some super chats, Blabs, while I pull up that story. And then
I gotta run. Run.
Sounds good. Flash, why don't you bounce? Tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
Find me over at Yellow Flash 2 on YouTube.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. See you later, Flash. Have a great day.
Bye.
All right. And he's gone. Coming up in just a second, we're getting into the Minnesota stuff because there's a lot there. And Don Lemon. Whoa. Hello.
I'm just doing it preemptive. You can keep going.
Well, okay.
It's kind of hard to focus, though.
Good to see a court. All right. Preemptive celebration. That's wonderful. So we're going to be getting into that. And Don Lemon may be going to jail, which is just interesting. With that said, Blast, fire away. What do we got?
Okay, hey, you guys have been insane. Like, there's so many super chats, like 50 actually. So, also for 50, Emperor Clobbersaurus. What a name!
I'm sorry, what?
Emperor Clobbersaurus for 50.
50?
Yes.
That is the name of my future child. Thank you.
Says, can't wait to see guys fighting in the British Revolution with Amelia's sweetheart. Grips on their pew pew.
Let's go.
So thank you for that. Let me just clear that one out.
Yeah,
there's
on the
literally
wall.
50 super chats. It's
Well, get the bigger ones first, and we'll get everyone that before the end of the show.
What I'm working on. Tamama sent an essay for 10 on Plus. Labor got in because people got tired of the conservatives. Labor will be out cause we are not just tired of them, but hate them. If you force people to think, feel, and act a certain way, people go to the other way. Force creates resistance. Labor are trying to block local elections because they know they are stuffed. The worse this gets, the worse, better the resistance will get. I feel reform goes too far in terms of policy for illegal immigrants, but we have no other options currently. Thank you for that. Zexcat for 10 says, seeing how shocked the normal man crazy is tells me just how far the West has fallen with a quiet whimper. But the fact they are fighting so hard tells me there's hope. And by the way, it was Craig. That's how we tried to spell it, but he wrote crazy instead. So, nice new name. Let me get to another one. Wasp for 10 says, I saw one post that said Starmer's approval rating was 18%, which is lower than Adolf Hitler's approval rating when he died in his bunker. If it's true, it's hilarious.
Wow.
I wasn't sure if we can say that on YouTube. Marksman for $9.99 says, saw my favorite monster lover on thumbnail. Had your werewolves. Is Mal ready for Milking Farm 3 with Arch? Will you start another milking trailer?
What's going on, Mal?
Our Arch is a cruel man, and he's making Lum Lum and I read the Milking Farm series. You know that, like, the whole, like, woman Gooner books discussion that keeps on happening? Well, the famous one, the Minotaur Milking Farm, we read that one, and then we read a werewolf one, and then now a third book is being funded as well. So, yeah.
That's, is Arch... is Arch grooming you?
Yes, he is a man that's twice my age is grooming me by making me read the smut books. So
okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Great. All right, well, that's if you ever need help, you just let us know. We'll send Amelia over there to take him out, which is good. Okay. Real quick, Hit Gary Daly came in as a member over on YouTube. Thank you very much for that. And Mr. Capo says, every time I look at the situation in the UK, it makes me sad. The entire Labour Party should be charged for treason. By the way, who's the new girl? Your V2 model is beautiful. Well,
thank you.
This is Mal. Everyone welcome Mal to the show. Let me, you know what, since with you being new, let me go and make sure we put all of our little display names there at the bottom. There we go. So everybody knows. All right, Blabs, anything else we need to hit before we move on?
I mean, there's lots of 10s and stuff, so we
let's get 10 and higher for a second, and then we'll move on to this marathon story.
All right. Eric for 10 says, Craig, us collecting VTubers, I think he means is collecting VTubers like Infinity Stones. Nice to see the dragon get on the show. You should get V sometime soon. Well, thank you.
Not like Arch, apparently. Jeez.
Methylis for 10 says, Craig, I'm once again asking to play Jump King again. At the very least, name a price. If you can play Echo the Dolphin, you can play Jump King.
Yeah. Okay. I'll think about that for sure. $7 million. How's that? No,
you forgot the pinky.
Oh.
No, pinky. It's Austin Powers.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing? Just because we're talking about the UK doesn't mean this, Pinky.
I'm drinking tea here.
As you shove your straw up your nostril, are you all right, man? You still got the flu?
Yeah, getting over it. All right, fire away. What are they?
Vice for 10 says, mismarketing. Replace the dog with a ramp and add a helmet. Now you've got Hot Wheels, the Daredevil Barbie.
Let's go.
Zach's Cat for 20 says, another VTuber whom I pester in VOD chat. Howdy and welcome to Side Scrollers. Let me keep going. You guys have been insanely generous. Okay, Game Master says, for Lost Magic, its monster catching conquest tactics was unique to me. It gets hard at the end, but satisfying to do. I recommend it. Scrape Gamer for 10, or Scrap, I should say, not Scrape. Holy shit, 3 good games in gaming history on my birthday. Nice. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day.
Great job, Sam. Great job. Great job, everybody. All right, we'll get to the rest of your super test recommendations and Rumble rants in just a little bit. Let's do a quick gaming story here that Blabs was very excited to talk about. That apparently Marathon has a release date. If you recall, Marathon in 2025 got booed off the internet, so much so that when they showed off their first gameplay of it, people were like, nope, this ain't it, Chief. And they had to pretty much scrap the entire idea, push the game back, and push it to 2026. And that's where we're at right now. We apparently
don't forget
have
the whole stolen artwork saga.
Yes. That was a big part of it. Thank you, Blabs, for the reminder on that. Yes, there was stolen assets, stolen artwork,
and everything. Yeah,
it's pretty
obvious. But I just want to be like, allegedly, legal correction terms.
Thank you, Blabs, for correcting side scroll.
Lawyer Blabs.
That's good. Lawyer Blabs showing up, which is good.
I got HR and lawyer all set. We're ready to roll.
Great. Well, apparently we actually have the release date here for Marathon. Blabs, give us a quick rundown.
So, I think it was either last night or this morning, it was basically leaked that it was March 5th, but it wasn't actually official yet until about 2 hours ago, give or take, and now Steam has it officially March 5th, 2026. Bungie Marathon's website also says March 5th, 2026. Now, a couple months ago, they were just like, releasing soon, sometime in March, and everyone was like, you don't even have a date yet? It's 3 months away at that point when they had said it, and now we finally do have a release date less than 2 months away because it's already January 19th. But yeah, it's gonna be available March 5th. But the thing that I was kind of shocked about was that they're actually having a collector's edition of all things with this game. And so I actually went to the website, like the little store that they had, and I had to sit in a queue for like 30 minutes just trying to look at this shit. And they were like, you only have 10 minutes, so you better be ready. And then once I had to finally get into the queue, they made some weird ass music sound alerts and everything, and I got in. And this shit's fucking expensive. So I don't know where Wario's saying it's $189. It's actually more than that. If you scroll one more tweet down, Craig, it'll show you that Xbox, PlayStation, all those are. Look at the prices of those fucking games. It's over $200 for the collector's edition.
Keep in mind, this is a paid ad here.
Yeah.
Like, he has been paid to do this. It says right there, ad.
Yes.
But yeah, as you pointed out, once again, you are...
It's even more expensive than what he's advertising. And you don't even get a physical disc in this entire collector's edition. That's over $200.
Wow.
You get a digital code. It's nuts. Insane.
Mal?
So this is what's inside
I hate the digital
of it.
era.
Yeah. It's so pathetic, dude. You spend $200 for everything but the game, really. Crazy. So I'm not impressed with this. I'm a collector, right? So obviously I was curious to see what they're gonna offer, if anything's even cool. It's not cool whatsoever, in my humble opinion. Maybe somebody thinks it's gonna be really cool in the chat, and I hope you get it if you want it. But yeah, no, $200 for that. What the fuck is that? Look at her face. No. So it's a hard no for me, dog.
Phoenix, any interest in Marathon?
Well, I mean, to their credit, from my understanding, they did actually make an enormous amount of changes. People I kind of follow online, they were saying they were pretty impressed by how much they were listening to the community, and they kind of went through a checklist of a lot of the things. And so the game itself, from my understanding, is at least they're listening to the community. As far as this is concerned, I'm not really a collector person, but this actually is my style. I do like the kind of cyberpunk kind of look and feel to it, so I like it stylistically. I would never pay that amount of money for it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be the dud now that it was originally, that we all knew it was going to be. From the hype I'm starting to see from the people I follow, there is a little bit of momentum to it now, where it may just be as opposed to a dud. We'll see. Bungie certainly needs a hit, because Destiny has not been that great. Although, Blabs, you would know way more about that than
I
me,
haven't
right?
played Destiny 2 in years, though.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
Well, for all you who are awaiting with bated breath, March 5th is the day for Marathon. Mal, are you going to play any Marathon when it comes out?
No.
Oh, okay. There we go. I think I'll be very intrigued to see what the response is to this when it's released, if people are into this or not.
I think it's going to have
like
a very
$40 or something.
It's 40. Yeah. Yep, that's what I saw. I think it's going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be very Destiny 2-ish. Like it'll survive. It'll be there, but it won't change. Anything monumental.
Right.
I don't expect it to be like Concord. It's not going to be like that bad. But it's not gonna, like, maybe like 2 people will play it, like 2 medium-sized people, and then it'll be out of the news within a couple days and just kind of exist in the ether.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to kind of whimper, right? It may see a nice little pop at the start because people are curious, and we'll see it just kind of whimper away over time. Yeah, for sure. So, all right, let's go and move on to our next story, which is obviously the continuing saga happening over in Minnesota. But before we do, I want to let you know that this second hour of Side Scrollers is brought to you by our friends over at Zippix Toothpicks. Now, this is a brand we've been working with for a little bit now. And as a matter of fact, Phoenix in particular, you have been using Zippix pretty extensively, and you really, really enjoy what Zippix is. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about it?
Yeah. I actually have used the product. You've seen me actually use it on my show and on this show as well. Actually, I have kind of 2 new flavors. Actually, the sweet whiskey, which I never thought in a million years I'd like. I actually wound up preferring this one, and also cinnamon. So what I really like about these is that it does give me the focus that I love coming from nicotine. I'm a former smoker, but this gives me that focus that I love from nicotine, as well as kind of like a little bit of an energy boost. So it's been great. It helps with the cravings. And as I always say, the great thing about it for me personally is especially if you were looking at it as like a smoking substitute, is that it kind of helps with the oral fixation. And it's something that you could obviously chew on a plane and stuff like that. If you're a smoker, you know how hard that is. So having the toothpick there is like a lifesaver.
Yeah, so this is one of those things where it gives you a little boost and focus while allowing you to have your hands free. Well, you've seen Phoenix literally have them in his mouth, and it just kind of keeps you going, which is great to see. You can use the promo code in the description or use the QR code that you see on your screen. You guys have been buying these like crazy. A lot of people have been reaching out saying that they really enjoy Zippix. So definitely give us your thoughts once you guys pick them up. Once again, they support our show, so please consider supporting them. If you're looking to kick a habit, this is a great way to do it. We really appreciate this. So once again, you can head over to zippixtoothpicks.com, use the promo code SSP10 to get 10% off your order. You got to be 21 to order. And remember that just as a warning, nicotine is an addictive chemical, but you can find the links down below, whether you're watching over on Rumble or on YouTube. We greatly appreciate the support. Once again, they support us, so please consider supporting them. All right. Let's go and move on. Let's talk about all the insanity happening over in the UK. But first, Blabs, why don't you, while I pull up that story, why don't you get a couple supers just real fast, please?
Okay, New York Giants fan for $9.99 says, I'm excited that Haribo now has a giant. Now for the joke of the day. You guys hear about the locksmith that had to go to court to give evidence last week? Apparently he was the key witness.
Hey, bada boom.
Let me find the other 10s. Eric for 10 says, this is the best reappropriation of a leftist symbol since Gamergate took over that girl gamer meme. She had a name, but I can't recall it. Thank you very much. Big boss Luffy for 10 says, Ramona Flowers might have ruined a generation of women, but hopefully Amelia can undo what Ramona has destroyed. Thank you.
Dude, she does have a very Ramona Flowers vibe to her. Yeah, for sure. From Scott Pilgrim. Mm-hmm. All right, and we had this. Wine Cardinal says, first Side Scrollers gone full Terry Davis, and now another legend. Amalgamite is on board. Side Scrollers is reaching dangerous levels of based. Thank you, Wine Cardinal. Appreciate your support. All right, let's go and move over to Minnesota and talk about all the nonsense that's happening over there. This has been an ongoing saga for the better part of 3 weeks, and I think it's important to really point out that this whole thing started. Everything that's happening in Minnesota, like you can talk about the origin of it being in the migration and all that stuff, but really what it comes down to is Nick Shirley did a video. It popped off online. Millions and millions of people saw it. Then the government was like, hey, dog, we need to do something about this. They went into Minnesota, and then the protest happened. The lady gets shot, and all of a sudden you have people who need to, quote unquote, protect their community from the ICE agents coming in, despite them just trying to do their job, right? And now it's kind of in this ebb and flow of things that have happened. Now we have seen people just straight up harassing people that are just trying to like enjoy lunch because they're more or less asking for papers, please, because they want to inspect to see if people are ICE agents or not. Case in point, this is from a couple of people who like develop apps for a living. They're just hanging out and eating lunch, and they get stopped in the middle of their lunch because they, quote, look like ICE agents. Like, what does that mean? And this is the type of thing that we've seen recently where people are just stopping. They're over here and they're going to get yelled at by these folks while they're at lunch. Oh, I realize that I don't have the audio pulled up. Let me pull that up really fast. But they're just trying to like enjoy a chicken pesto sandwich or whatever. And they got these people yelling at them from the outside looking in because they look like ICE.
This is so cool. So cool as in like this has got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. I know, it's like you feel like a zoo. I've never.
So they're inside getting yelled at from the outside. They're like, what is happening? And then they go outside.
Then why are you here? If you're not with us, then you're against us. So clear. So clear.
Oh my God. What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country.
Why are you filming us?
Because you're filming us. Sure.
So these dudes just trying to have like a nice sandwich and a soup and salad special from their local bakery, and they're getting harassed because they're just like enjoying their lunch break.
She pulls a freaking Anakin Darth Vader. She literally did. If you're not with me, then you're against us. Like, you're my enemy.
Yeah.
Well, that's their mentality. That's the thing. It's been their mentality for a very long time now. Where it's simply if you get marked as a racist or a Nazi or a fascist, whatever they want to throw terms and labels at you. Go back to Gamergate, sexist, patriarchy, all that fun stuff. And you are enemy number one, and they don't care. As soon as you're labeled that, they will attack you. And if you even look and fit their profile, because I mean, chances are they are profiling because they're paranoid and they want to try to find as many ICE agents as possible. They will just go after them because you just simply look that way. Because they are legitimately are scared, I'm gonna say it's a mix of fear and paranoia, but also lots of anger and just pure hate that the leftists have against the actual real Americans. Because they prefer the immigrants and the Somalian community in this case more than their actual real Americans that are not committing fraud, and they will do anything to protect what they consider is their friends against those enemies.
Even if it means stopping people in their cars. So we've seen people stopping from enjoying their soup and salad combo. Now we see this kick streamer just driving around. I don't know if you guys saw this over the weekend. There was a kick streamer who got confronted by this Karen who thought he was ICE. He was just in his car and he was like, is this real life? Check out the reaction here. And this is 7 minutes long. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but you'll get the idea really quick.
Is the incident for the family dispute?
What's up? Window.
Hi, are you law enforcement?
Huh?
Are you law enforcement? Are you law enforcement?
No, why?
Are you law enforcement?
No, why?
Are you law enforcement?
Bro, is this a simulation? Oh, is this like one of those ice things or something?
Cool, thank you. Good to know. Are you law enforcement? I'm just gonna grab your car here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like you're law enforcement.
Yeah.
Just gonna make sure.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. It's one of those people, dude. Bro, she's still saying it. How?
So he gets stopped right there for simply just being in his car because he looks like law enforcement. Very papers, please here as we're going around, and people have like this. Isn't this exactly what they got upset at Nick Shirley about? The idea of him just going in and asking questions, right? They're like, you can't do this. What, you're not, like now they're literally going up and saying, hey, where's your documentation? And if you're not with us, you're against us. This is pretty amazing. Mal, I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before.
I mean, they've done this stuff for a very long time. There were lots of riots that happened back in like 2016 during Trump's first presidency, and leading up to it too. As Phoenix said earlier about him being memed in the presidency, there were a lot of YouTubers and people on the online right that were promoting Trump, and there were people that were getting punched for even supporting Trump, being milkshaked. Back then, there were Antifa riots all over the place. Back in 2017, there were some Republicans at a baseball game that got shot at. They have been violent and they have been tribal for ages. And this is only within the past 10 to 15 years. But Antifa is an organization that existed for over 100 years in America. This is their modus operandi. They actively try to find whoever they think is, and chances are, it's going to be a white or a physically fit man that they're going to be looking for, because that is, who they see as MAGA. Or in this case, so the kick streamer, he had lights on the back of his car.
Correct.
And so they were like, well, then you're a copper then.
Right.
In this case.
Yeah, I did. You're right. That is context that I missed, and that's my fault on this. Let's go ahead and play that out really quick because she said that he had blue lights and red lights flashing in the back of his car, which made him look like a cop.
Away. Look at her. She thinks she's onto something. Look at her. Look at her. Oh my God. Look at her. She thinks she's onto something. She thinks she's onto something. Look at her. My blue lights were flashing, by the way. Let's see my blue lights. With a fucking mannequin in the front seat. That is hilarious.
He has a mannequin in the seat.
Maybe
That's weird.
Well, he's going for the he wants to go in the HOV lanes, the high occupancy vehicle lanes, which, by the way, it's also illegal.
Yeah,
Just
very
wanna point
illegal.
that out.
I
Yes.
remember people used to do that with babies, and they get into a lot of deep shit with that one.
But you know,
They're
hey,
fake.
but look, if they're not going to stop you from rioting and doing and doing whatever, they're not going to stop you for having a mannequin in your front seat. Like, I'm just saying, let's put it all in perspective here. We've seen this though, and once again, this is real life experiences here. This person over on X, based VTuber Astro, says, Minnesotan here. My best friend works for a security company and he wears body armor almost resembling an ICE agent. After he got home, people approached his car and took pictures of his license plates and house. He's not even an ICE agent. These people are targeting individuals who even resemble ICE agents here. Mm-hmm. Phoenix, I bet you have, I don't know. I would just love to hear your thoughts on everything that's happening up there. This sheer bravado of wanting to be law enforcement.
Yeah, well, look, this whole thing is, I think we all feel it. It's just exhausting. It is weird watching people really becoming kind of turning into that zombie horde. It's politics is the blood bite, and then they just become just this. They're sick on anything. The little rabid dogs. Whatever the hive tells them to do, they kind of do it. The only thing I would say is, I feel like our side is, this reminds me of the tortoise and the hare. And a lot of us have been acting like the hare. We're laughing at these people. It's, boy, this is really funny. Look how weird and funny they are. But they're gaining a lot of momentum. And if you look at like the state of affairs in the world, if you're wondering, you're looking around going like, wow, the world doesn't look the same anymore. It's really weird. People are cutting off genitals, all this other stuff. Well, like the tortoise is gaining some momentum. And I think we need to really start, well, it's fun to laugh at them. And I'm all for shaming these people and they deserve it. I think we need to start looking at them as a real potential threat and start finding ways of peacefully protesting this and getting involved in politics to start stopping this momentum, because it's invading everywhere. And now that it's even affecting just normal folks, just having a sandwich, the fear in that is that if we just keep laughing at that's going to grow and grow. You actually see this during like riots and stuff, like where anytime a political event happens, you see people like boarding up their storefronts and saying like, no, we're with you. The minute you get to that point, they've won. Like the point that where you need to border up and say, please don't hurt us. We're with you. That side is gaining an enormous amount of momentum. And you're seeing this everywhere. These little micro moments start adding up. And you just hope that people's frustration turns into, you want that frustration from the normal folks to want to stop it, as opposed to, all right, it's easier if we just let them, all right, yeah, okay, fine, you can win here, you can do that. That's like my big warning to everybody. Just be careful. We can laugh at them, but they are gaining ground.
So I'm with you on that, Phoenix. And I think that's the question that I have for everybody in Minnesota, right? You've seen this fraud exposed. You've seen these people out here that are literally causing chaos. Like they're doing the exact opposite of what they want to do. They're doing what they're claiming ICE to do, right? Causing chaos and uprising within these communities, right? So all these regular Minnesotans out there, right? The normal men in Minnesota, why aren't they protesting at the steps of the governor's mansion saying, hey, what are we going to do about it? Like, if you want, these people are out there protesting. Yeah, it's cold out there. Why aren't you out there? And the answer is, well, they have jobs. Like, they have jobs and they have things to do. They have families and stuff. But maybe it is worth taking a day off and getting out there and organizing something and just letting your voice known that, hey, billions of dollars of our money is gone. It's being sifted to other spots of the world. Total fraud. what are we going to do about it? And like, we actually just had this conversation, actually with, family member that like, yes, you can talk all day long, but you also have to act. We talk and we laugh about these things on a day-to-day basis, but like, what are we going to do about it? And that's been the common theme of things that we try to do. We try to act on with Side Scrollers is we try to provide alternatives, right? So why are people not out in the streets in Minnesota protesting at the governor's mansion, protesting at the state capitol, and letting them know that, hey, this ain't going to fly?
Yeah, look, for starters, what the left really, the radicals truly understand more than anyone, and they're basically a zombie horde of great PR, is they know it's an optics game. So the great thing is, that the media is behind you. So if I can get a rally going, and we know that so much of that is supported, you see it with the signs and everything like that, they're able to very quickly organize things. That way they know that now you're seeing images of people marching, and they know that the media is going to never show the violence, and it's always just going to show like, wow, look at all these people in support of, their cause. Like, wow, it really is us versus the evil empire. Like, because optically, that's what it looks like. And I think our side, I hear it all the time. I've heard it constantly. Listen, dude, I'd love to fight the fight, but I've got a family and I've got a job, and so what are you going to do? Well, it's like, well, and I get that to an extent, but if you are concerned about your kid's future, I can assure you that they are not going to have a bright future if this keeps going. So unfortunately, you're going to have to get involved to some capacity. I know that that's not fun, but someone has to. So what we definitely could be using is more leaders to help get us rallied. It would be so much easier if someone could step aside and go like, meet us on such and such date to rally behind the cause. If we could have that, there's a chance that we would have some momentum, but we're really bad at that because we always just want to be left alone. And it's like, well, look at what happens when you're left alone. Don't be surprised when you turn around. You're like, the country you knew is gone. So I think we need some leadership. We need some good organizers. And that would go a long way, personally. That's my opinion.
The other thing to consider, too, and it's something I feel like a lot of people deep down are aware, that even if the right does go ahead and protest like that, you've already seen in smaller actions with counter-protests for leftists before in the United States and in the UK where things get violent. And so if somebody does actually step up and become a leader and try to protest, go to Tim Walz's mansion and, try to be like, hey, we don't like you, get out of here type of deal. The left will arrive, Antifa, Ice Watch, and all the different factions within it. And it will get violent. They're already attacking people. There was this guy who got stabbed during the Minnesota protests, like over the weekend. Then like Nick Sorter had his stuff stolen, and this is just over the past weekend this has happened.
Yeah.
But it's been quite violent over the past few weeks, and this is just within Minnesota so far, most recently, not including all the other times that Antifa has been violent before as well. So if people actually do protest and organize correctly on the right, it will more than likely turn into a Beanie Man situation. The Civil War type of deal, if that keeps on going, because that's essentially what it would be. Because you would have to defend yourself because the left doesn't care. They take no prisoners. Like you said, the media is on their side, but the police are on their side too. That's why, they've been ordered to stand down. And even though they're being harassed and they've been chased out multiple times, but they will arrest the people on the right instead of the left, because there is a two-tier system here as well, mostly within the blue states. It's not going to be pretty when that actually happens. Do I agree that we do need to organize and actually try to fight back, especially work with the local community? Definitely, but there will more than likely be consequences with that.
Well, let me throw one thing at you. 100%. Here's the sad reality, though. If we don't, that number just gets bigger, right? So the more and more empowered they are, then the more and more empowered they are with the police, the politicians, you name it. So if it's going to get violent now, believe me, if we still continue to do nothing, boy, is it really going to get bad. Because if we had stopped this from minute one, there would have only been one petitioner, and that would have been easy to stop. Now there's a big horde, and it's like, well, we better do something now, because if we don't, then it's an entire country against you. I mean, I'm being a little hyperbolic here, but you know, it gets worse and worse if we don't do anything.
Yeah, it's basically, I see it as like two scenarios right now. It's either going to be the Beanie Man style of things, where it's people on the ground, or it's going to take Trump actually using his authority, get the Insurrection Act, and actually put the ICE and the FBI and the National Guard, every tool at disposal on the streets to actually take care of this. He already labeled Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization last fall. He has the authority to do this. Obviously, the activist judges are a problem, and they also need to be taken care of as well, in their own way. But there are laws in the books that actually take care of this. It does require a lot more government overreach than a lot more people are comfortable with. Trust me, I'm not a big fan of the government, like at all.
Right.
But
Yeah, I like
I
you.
also. Thanks. You're not so bad.
There you
But at the same time, it's either going to be essentially one or the other. At this moment and time, Weimar problems create Weimar solutions. If things are going to be solved, and they've been ramping up for decades now, under a lot of people's noses. I mean, I always go back to Gamergate for a lot of these examples, as that's when a lot of the Antifa stuff started ramping up. But this was still happening even before Antifa. You saw it during the civil rights stuff in the 60s and the 70s. It's only been getting worse as the decades pass on with it. And if and no offense to people in chat, but I saw there's a super chat that mentioned that the left isn't gaining ground. The left still has complete control. It has complete control of California and New York City, our two biggest states with a huge part of our economy. Has complete control of Minnesota. I mean, how that state voted blue in 1984 when the rest of the 49 states voted red. And that's back in 1984. With everything, they have the universities still. They have a lot of social media other than Twitter. Elon buying Twitter, but despite all his faults, is absolutely essential for turning the tide. They still have Zuckerberg still owns Facebook. YouTube still has a lot of censorious policies that we have to be very careful about. With everything, with social media, they still have the mainstream media that the boomers are watching. And they still have the institutions. You still have to be very careful about what you say at the workplace, even though I believe you shouldn't talk politics at the workplace, but you still need to be careful there. They have control over absolutely everything. This has been a long-term plan. To go another example of this is like DEI, for example, woke. Everybody thinks it's a brand new thing, but it's not. It was created. Intersectionality is the actual term for the victim totem pole here. That for if you're black or trans or gay, whatever the case is, that was created in the 90s by Kimberly Crenshaw, who got it from French philosophers from the 70s. This has been a huge problem for as long as we're aware of, during my dad's lifetime. My dad's a literal boomer. He has watched America go from, Americans to what we have now, essentially. It's been decades of propaganda. This is not going to be solved overnight, and it's not going to be solved without some sort of community, local action, or the God Emperor Trump coming down. And if it's not going to be the God Emperor, it's going to be what people want Trump to be instead. So it's complicated.
That's why I want to just quickly say, it's one sentence basically. That's why I'm trying to say is, please keep, like, it's fun to laugh at these people. Understand that the threat though in front of you, like, even for those who think that we're winning, that's fine. That opinions are great. It's wrong, but you can think that. But just make sure you keep your eyes on this. Start treating these people as a threat that wants to take you down. And there is, contrary to what you may believe, they do have some power. So just keep your eye on them and try to rally against them peacefully, of course, and politically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just want to mention one more thing real quick, because somebody brought up Yuri Bezmenov in the chat. He warned about this stuff in the 80s as well. He was a former KGB defector and came and taught in American schools about how the USSR was infiltrating the system. And people, just, if you watch those videos, they just laugh at him because he says that, it's already been happening. They're already demoralizing you. They're already disenfranchising you. And they just sat there and laughed. And that was in the 80s. I wasn't even a thought. I wasn't even around with this. So it's been a long-term problem.
Crazy. I'm going to give you another example of some of the things that are happening in Minnesota here in just a second. And Don Lemon may be going to jail, which is very intriguing to say the least. Blabs, why don't we get a couple supers real fast, some of the larger ones, then we'll move on to that because this just came across my timeline and I am floored at this. But go ahead, Blabs.
Right, let me get the bigger ones. Marmalin for 10 says, McCarthy didn't go far enough. It is the reality of everything, not passing blame, but this is how far this shit goes back. Thank you very much. Cisco for 20 says, another mark of a tyrant is that he likes foreigners better than citizens and lives with them and invites them to his table. For the one are enemies, but the others enter into no rivalry with him. Aristotle, thank you very much. Clear that. Wisemax for 10 says, the leftists aren't gaining ground. Most of the people there are paid, and the admin is going hard in Minnesota. Their shenanigans will catch up to them in time. Stop blackpilling.
Lieutenant Sever says, the reason you see non-leftists doing the protest, they will get arrested. They have families to provide for. After COVID, state governments enacted laws so non-leftists would be arrested and jailed for years. Michigan did this already. Thanks, Lieutenant Sever. Blabs?
Right, I'm still adding as we go because everyone's very generous today. Danny for 10 says, I'm so fucking glad I left Minnesota. This shit is always around where my work was there. I've already seen emails from that office location worrying about hunter outfits. They just did their family leave act as well, and it's like 60% of the police force now on leave. State has lost its goddamn mind. Thank you for that.
Shredderator says these leftists are gonna leer the hard way if it keeps up. They might approach the wrong person and end up in the news. I don't disagree with you.
And Guts of Rivia for $27.23 USD. He's like, I'm from the UAE, and it was crazy for me to learn that our government had to stop sending students abroad to the UK because they had more risk to Islamic radicalization over there than over here in the Middle East. That tells you a lot.
All right, let's go and move on.
Real super fast. Just remember, like understanding the threat is. Let's put it. I'll speak for myself. Is not supposed to be a black pill. It's supposed to be just so you understand the threat, and so you have a better way of combating that again peacefully and politically than if you didn't. If you just think you assume you're winning, just make sure you understand what's out there, and that way, hopefully, you can get white pilled by hopefully defeating it. That's all.
All right. Good news is that we did hit our Montez goal just now over on YouTube, which is just spectacular. We've had a great day of support over on Rumble, great day of support over on YouTube, on Rumble Wallet. So thank you guys very much. I'm going to put a second rapid fire in for Montez. We'll do any number of supers, any amount, 5 or up for a quick rapid fire of 10. See if we can get that second Montez goal. Mal, first time on the show, you may not even know what Montez is. So I'm just going to say pick a number between 1 and 9.
7.
Bitch! Montez!
Let's go. Nice. All right, thank you. There's our Montez goal for the day. We got a second one lined up. Montez, it's just a meme on our show, and it's spectacular. It's great. It stems from a lady getting suplexed who was FAFO, if you will. All right. I'm going to show you guys a couple examples of just this crossing the line too much. And the question I have for both these is, what's going to happen here? Number one, this just came across my timeline. These people are super emboldened. And right here, breaking, anti-ICE protesters and clergy are occupying a Target store in St. Paul, Minnesota to demand they stop allowing ICE and other federal agents to operate in their parking lots over here. They have sitting down and... We are one. We won't stop fighting. We won't stop fighting. The ICE is gone. The ICE is gone.
Our mission is to support the joy of everyday life for all families. Then do it.
I have a better solution.
Get fucked.
Arrest all of them for trespassing on private property. Arrest every single one of them. Get in
It
there.
must have smelled so bad in that store with all
Oh
of them
my!
in there.
Can you just? Oh, it just smells like.
Just start
cats.
passing out soap in like the hygiene section of Target. Be like, you need this more than I do. Take this.
Once again, look at the demographics here. Just look at the like. By the way, right up front, they got the token here, but outside of that, white. They put the black lady up front and center, just so you can let you know, hey, they're allies right here. Every single other one of them, right? Every single one of them.
To be fair, Minnesota is majority white, other than like Somalians and a little bit of Latinos, and it mixes in there. But it's one of the more whiter states.
Legit
by a long shot. If you
sure.
go to like a Zoram Amdami rally in New York City, he's mostly by foreigners. Foreigner women, but foreigners nonetheless.
I don't know if I'm a manager of that Target. Sorry, y'all have to leave. Why? We're protesting. Not in this private property. You're not. Out. And if you have any issues, Mr. Popo is going to come and say hello to you, right? And I don't know. It seems very black and white in that situation. Private property. You want to protest on the corner, not on our parking lot or whatever. By all means, go ahead. It's public property over there, right? But we run this in this private property here. You're not welcome here. But it goes further because these people are just taking over, like literally interrupting life at this point. And we saw this over the weekend where a church service was just interrupted in the middle of mass. This has popped off, and there's multiple layers to this, which is interesting. But here we are, these people entering this church service as they're just trying to do their thing.
Renee Good! Renee Good! Renee Good!
Okay. I don't know what to do. Like, what do you do in a situation like this? Like it's clearly, once again, this is a private place of worship. This church owns the venue. If they get kicked out, they may literally burn down the church. Literally. Phoenix, I see you shaking your head.
Yes, they probably will. Yeah. This keeps going to my point because they keep getting emboldened. They also know that, remember that these are bratty children that keep getting away with every single thing that they do. And instead of ever having a parent that, says no and actually puts them in their corner, we keep saying, we just keep doing deep sighs and this is annoying. But look at them like, hey, they're doing something about it, paid or not, or whatever, however you want to call it. They keep doing things and we just keep dealing with it. So the answer to this, obviously I don't know what you do in that situation. You kind of just got to grin and bear it. However, we need to start really rallying together, starting to, again, peacefully fight this politically, you name it. We need to be starting to get very active about it, and that there's more. You have to remind people that there's more of us than there are of them. You have to remind them. But when we never see that, then you start feeling like you're alone on these things. You say, it must just be me, and I don't want to be saying anything because I don't want them targeting me or calling me racist or whatever. But when you see a large group of people that agree with your values, you're more inclined to speak out. and join that group, and also trying to get others to rally behind your cause. When there's no one, you feel very alone, very isolated, and very helpless. So that's why we need to be doing more, and also culturally as well.
Yeah, the left understands power. Like they utilize every single tool at their disposal, whether it's good or bad rhetoric, to violence and anything else in between. Well, terrorism, I guess you could charge that under violence, but there's a little bit of a difference there. The political power within the states and the federal government as well. They fully understand the gravity of their situation. Not because they're panicking because they're losing, because they understand that when you have power, that means you can do almost whatever you want. And they have broken the gentleman's agreement that we had with them decades ago at this point, and they have been trying to usurp the system. Initially a little from the inside out, but now over the past few decades, we've been seeing them more on the streets once again. The right, on the other hand, Charlie Kirk, I feel like, has woken up a lot of people for the severity on the situation on the right, but there's still this hope there that we can resolve things and try to talk to them to try to understand as best as possible, but then they shot the person that talks. So makes it a little bit difficult to do that, to say the least. And the right needs to understand power as well. Trump pussyfooting and not actually, using the laws on the books, as I mentioned earlier, that actually handle the problem, is just making it worse. And now they're invading churches. And if those cameras were on, they would probably actually attack them. And hell, if even with the cameras on, I wouldn't be surprised based off what they've done before in the past. If honestly, Don Lemon being there for all his faults probably was actually a good thing, because having that live stream with mainstream media, if they actually did get violent, would have been not the best look. I mean, he's already under heat and fire for being involved with this in the first place. So
let's talk about that Don Lemon being involved in this, because that's the next layer to this. This is him. He's here. I want you to listen to the language he uses here. Talking about this. This is before they went to the church, okay? And their goal of what they were looking to do.
Into Minneapolis a little bit ago, and did some reconnaissance on the ground, speaking to an organization there that's gearing up for resistance and protest. I've been pleasantly surprised to see the community coming together. Diverse community. If you see this, when we first pulled up, we're like, wait a minute, which operation?
Before he gets here, resistance and protest, knowing now that they're at a church, what are they resisting and what are they protesting? Right here, okay? So he is pleasantly surprised when he pulled up, and here's the next part of it.
Which operation are we at? And as it turns out, because we were like, well, this is kind of MAGA coded, right? So the American flag or whatever, but these are...
Having the American flag is seen as MAGA coded here. They're making that a negative here. Don Lemon, let's continue.
Resistance protesters, they're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't...
An operation that they're going to follow them on. Once again, we know now they went to a church and they disrupted the service. That's their operation. Oh my God, continue a little bit more.
Can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up. And it's Sakima Armstrong, and she has been doing this since George Floyd, Dante Wright, and others, where they surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to account. And so that's what we're doing here. And then after we do this operation, you'll see it live. And these operations are surprise operations. Again, we can't tell you where they're going.
So they pull up, surprise people, hold them to account, which more or less means they're going to surprise people and annoy them, right? I think of back with COVID. There's one image that I have stuck in my head of COVID where this lady is sitting at a table. I don't know if you recall this, and there is 30 people sitting around this little 2-person table, and she's sitting there, and they're just yelling at this lady because she didn't have a mask on or whatever the situation was. And this lady's just like, yo, what do you want me to do? And they're just yelling and berating. and because she didn't toe the company line in the situation. And all these people are just lonely, sad, depressed people who are looking for something to bring them together. That's really what this comes down to. I'm going to fight the cause here. But the next layer of this beyond that is the Don Lemon side of things. Now, there's been talk about Adam Carolla came out and said, arrest Don Lemon. This has 31,000 likes on it. And I was like, why would you arrest Don Lemon here? Well, I asked Grok about what he could potentially be arrested for. And apparently this is called the FACE Act. Are you all familiar with the FACE Act?
Not off the top of my head.
The FACE Act stands for Freedom of Access to Clinical Entrances Act. It's a federal law enacted in 1994 and signed by Bill Clinton, originally passed to address violence and blockades and intimidation targeting abortion clinics and reproductive health care providers during the 1990s here. The law prohibits specific forms of interference using force, threat of force, or physical obstruction. It makes it illegal to interfere, intentionally injure, intimidate, or interfere with any person obtaining or providing reproductive health services. It also explicitly protects places of religious worship by prohibiting the same actions. So I could absolutely see that, where they're going in and trying to violent, intimidate, create blockades, which is, you saw these people like leaving this church. So that was interesting. And there was a lot like, wow. Well, this apparently happened earlier today on Benny Johnson's show. They are apparently, the DOJ is looking to charge Don Lemon under the KKK Act here. The KKK makes it illegal to threaten, hurt, or intimidate people and prevent them from exercising their God-given rights. The Klan Act is one of the most important federal civil rights statutes. It's a law that makes it illegal to terrorize or violate the civil rights of citizens. When people conspire to this, the Klan Act can be used. Everyone in the protest community needs to know that the fullest force of the federal government is going to come down and prevent them from this happening and put them away for a long time. Guys?
Well, as far as the Trump administration, for me personally, I'm tired of hearing great words. You got to start doing something. We got to see something. That's the major problem with this administration. Is a lot of big, great words, but we all go like, yeah, okay, cool, and then nothing ever happens with that. Got to start doing something, guys.
Yeah, I mean, if we can kidnap a Venezuelan president, then I feel like we can actually do something here at home. I realize that things are a little bit more complicated than that by a long shot, and we are international law versus we have a whole web of systems here and activist judges that stop things in the case of Trump. But there are things that we can do, that Trump can do, to actually handle the situation. And the fact that, like, I'm okay going after Don Lemon, because he'd be okay going after me if I did something similar and try to use the shield of journalist reporting, which is what he's doing. So it's, plus he was pretty actively involved with that too, on top of that. But I do wish Trump would also go after like Tim Walz and Jacob Frey as well. Don Lemon's a little bit easy just because of the fact that he's a celebrity and he's a decently well-known one. But if he does go after Walz and Frey, then they would have the whole you're arresting your political opponents angle. But there are things that he can do, and Pam Bondi, and as much as I love JD Vance, he's sexy, but it's just, they just sit there and they tweet and like, okay, so we sent the ICE agents in, we keep on sending more agents in. Okay, great, I'm glad we're doing something. Okay, you're standing by the ICE agent who shot Renee Good. Okay, good. But what's next? Because it's been like 2 weeks now and it's still burning down. Are we doing Black Lives Matter all over again here?
Right. So there's been a lot of talk about like the Insurrection Act being put out. There's a report earlier that it could be thrown down today. And saw this post says, I can't believe Trump is considering invoking the Insurrection Act. This has never been done before, except by And then it's like all these presidents who have used it at various times. It's a very common thing in the last 100 years. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in the last 100 years over here. So it's amazing to see. And I think it's important. This ICE officer was talking to driving by this protester here, talking about like why. Now he initially approaches the press, but there's protesters there with it. Why they're actually there to begin with, and what these protesters are trying to disrupt here. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Let me do this one more time. Sorry, the audio is clipping out for some reason over here on StreamYard. He lays it out very, very plainly, which I don't think these people are quite understanding.
For your reporting, we're here to arrest a child sex offender. And you guys are out here honking.
No, we're not.
That vehicle right there is honking and impeding our investigations while we're trying to arrest a child sex offender. That's who you guys are protecting. Insane.
Really kind of puts things in perspective here. You know, I think these agents have had enough of the nonsense. Like most people in society, I feel like I agree with that. Like, what do you really like? What are you protecting at this point? It's crazy, and I think that's the only thing that you can really say about this. It just continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, you've been on fire when it comes to this. Fire away. What do you got?
Well, it's just they. Okay, let me figure out how to word this correctly here. But they don't really care about the fact that it's a child molester. That's the thing. They don't care about this. It goes back to the same tribalism there that they have. They this whole thing, as you mentioned before, started because of Nick Shirley's video about Somalian fraud, and then the ICE is there to basically investigate and handle that. But they've also been getting, like, there's a Venezuelan guy that they got like last week as well. So they're just in there to do their jobs. And they see these foreigners here that have their own countries and can be sent back to their own countries and have done many illegal things beyond just being here illegally, especially in the case of the Venezuelans. Somalians were unfortunately imported legally, which is a whole different can of worms in this case. And they see them as basically the poor, oppressed nuns in this case, because they believe that we live in a racist, sexist, Nazi, fascist society where white people have privilege, and if you're not white, then you are oppressed. So if you're foreign, therefore you are a victim. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you came here illegally or a child molester. You are a victim, and they need to save you. And if you are even the ICE officer who is going after them is, it simply just doesn't matter. It doesn't. He's enemy number one, and that's because he is on the opposite side, and it's a simple tribal war like that. And they are actively malicious. I know some people believe there are paid protesters. I'm sure there's probably a few, but most of the funding comes from George Soros and a bunch of other NGOs that supply food pallets, goods, bricks, different things like that, and not so much when it comes to the protesting aspect of things, other than maybe like the organizers. These are true believers and useful idiots mixed together that are fighting the war in their mind.
Phoenix, I know you agree with. I think you and Mal just became best friends.
We are. Yeah. Love it. Yeah.
All right. We'll obviously continue to talk about the insanity happening over in Minnesota throughout the duration of forever, because until something happens, nothing is going to happen. I'm with you guys. Like, it's all talk right now. A lot of big words, a lot of puffing out your chest. Cool, do something about it. If they already think you're the police state, then do it.
Bingo. Because that's what the Trump administration, my guess, is doing. They're very nervous of the inevitable newspaper headlines that show, full dictator, and you're showing the poor people, like the military coming in on the public. Like that's a scary image to look at. And you've got the midterms here. They're scared. Here's the deal. They're going, as Craig just said, you're already that. You're already that. There was a mandate here. We wanted ICE. We wanted this. It's time to deliver on that. You face the ramifications later. You adjust and you pivot afterwards. But it's time to start taking some action. And it's unfortunate we've gotten to this point, but it's the point, and it's time to do something, at least in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. And it's just like Trump needs to just get over himself. He spent the whole entire first term being too scared to actually do anything because he cared more about his ego and public image and being nice. Then 2020 happened, and there are some theories of what happened during that election in that case. And that kind of made him ramp up, get a lot harder. I was super excited originally, thinking that maybe he learned his lesson. And he is a little bit better this time around, but he is still pussyfooting way too much than what he needs to be. It's been 10 years of nonstop propaganda. Even a lot of the normies are tired about the whole nonstop Trump hate and actually support him in some way, shape, or form. Most people agree that at least illegals need to go, which is what ICE is for. The only people left are the left. And they're already essentially a lost cause, whether we want to admit it or not. So just do things. You have the big red button. Just do things here. And the media is going to paint you like an evil dictator. Well, they're already doing that anyways. So just do things.
And there we are. Just do it. Actions. I had that conversation recently with my daughter as well. She was asking, what's worse, words or action, or what means more? I said, depends on the situation. But actions always speak louder than words, and that's kind of where we're at now. Act. Cool. Do it. All right. Speaking of actions, you guys have been phenomenal today with your support of the show, and we appreciate that greatly. We are actually just one more super away from a second Montez here on our rapid fire. So thank you guys. Actually, a third, technically, after the great reset to start the show. Blabs, why don't you fire away some support, and we'll address each one of them as they go.
Okay, I'm trying to catch up. All right, Marmalin for 10 says Phoenix isn't real. He's clearly AI. I saw that Coke can.
It's true.
It's a better Coke can than Pepsi. All right, let's see. Ranger George for 20 British pounds says the left doesn't need public support. The left have Western governments in their pockets. Here in the UK, we've seen supposed counterculture politicians jump into bed with them as soon as they start to gain momentum. Thank you very much. Weiss for 10 says the reason the left have control of California is migrants. Get them out, clean the voter rolls. The state might be a lot closer. Not to mention red states will gain seats from the census in 2030. New York Giants fan for $9.99 says, here's the thing, the right did try to rally on January 6th, and the left and the media consider it the worst thing to happen in America, yet makes excuses anytime the left riots. Big Boss Luffy for 10 says, I'm tired of all these liberal commies doing what they want and living in a different reality. I just want the U.S. to balkanize already so we can finally be separate and I can take a VTuber war bridge. All right. Or War Bride, I think this means. Yeah, there you go. Let me head up the other ones. Sean for $9.99, or Shane should say for $9.99. The solution is banned on YouTube, but the A10 Warthog was invented for this sort of thing. Alrighty then. Carnite for $9.58 USD says, we are truly living in an equal and tolerant society when black men gets prosecuted for KKK act. Burnt Sausage for 20 says, main issue I see with the using the military to restore an order is that we don't know what factions within it we can trust. And we are caught up for anything over 10 right now. Do you want me to have the lower ones?
I'll tell you what, I want to show this really fast. Lando, did you see Lando's music video about you, Blabs?
I've seen a couple of seconds of it, but I didn't get to watch it.
Let's watch it now.
Oh boy.
What do you think?
Lando's talented.
Lando's very talented. I have not seen this yet. This is, I guess, built around Blabs. Let's check it out in real time and see how this goes. Whoa! Oh, you busting out, Blabs.
Lots of blue.
Blabs, does this scare you seeing this?
What?
Just that there's an entire video made of you?
No.
Okay.
There should be.
Back in that ass, even though I get fired. I was to go, turned it, gotta use me.
Blabs, listen to me. I don't know how this all ends, but I will train you. If it's a video game competition, I will help you. Whatever you need, Blabs, I've got your back. I feel there's a kinship here. And Kay, damn it, I will defend her honor so that I can continue getting serviced under a desk.
Why is Flawed getting bananas?
Oh, because for Kay.
Oh, it's okay.
You went the racist route, my friend, but it was actually for Kay.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure. Very weird. All right, Lando.
Makes you the queen of gaming. Blabs back in that ass, baby. Don't no faking. A twist like Shyamalan. And now this Guam Dom from beyond is gonna blast that ass with my magic wand. Unboxing, betters get your locks in. Dethrone your queen like meanies online. Toxin, Canada, need to pack it up before side scrollers first lady get to acting up. Exposo. Horcrux, your luck sucks. You know those nunchucks were the only chance you had in this dust up.
The horse.
Yeah, Blast. What's up with
I
that?
don't like that.
All right. I'll tell you what, we'll put a link down to this.
It's already scheduled for Plus.
Okay.
So you guys can go watch it on Plus.
All right. You guys can check that
Very
out.
nice work, Lando.
Lando, greatly
Yeah.
appreciate it. Always a stud. You can find it over on Rumble on his channel, Lando7763. And he has a link to it over on X as well at MS Logan Lando over there. So, all right. Mal, you've been super fun today. You got it going on. Great stuff today. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me on.
Yeah, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me Amalgamite on YouTube, Kick, and Rumble, and then Amalgamite_VT over on Twitter. Though I'm mostly just a repost account. Not gonna lie.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys, we did get another Montez goal today. Phoenix, 1 through 9.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bitch! You are racist.
Quick reminder, guys, to have today's sponsor of the show, Zippix Toothpicks. You can find the link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment over on YouTube and on Rumble. We would love if you guys supported them. If they support us, we would greatly appreciate it. A lot of people really enjoying their product. We'd love for you guys to check it out. You can use the promo code, get 10% off. I think it's SSP10 is the promo code for you guys. Phoenix loves it. We'd love for you guys to check it out as well. All right, guys, we appreciate all your support. Tons of support today. Blabs, do we have as far as reading them goes, we still have a lot to go, yeah?
There's quite a bit. Yeah, under 10.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. How about this? I will do a stream to read them. Let's see. Are there any that we need to address? Are they? I do like this from Ruddy. He says Phoenix is the real life Smithers with Barbies instead of Malibu Stacy. I love that. ACEG came in with a Rumble wallet tip. Thank you very much. $1. Love that. That is great. Let me just see here real quick. C-Man Nader wants to let you know that he loves girls. Thank you so much, C-Man Nader. That's wonderful. Optipop says, Phoenix, if I haven't been clear, the Barbies were for you free of charge. Oh, he was gonna get you some Barbies. So you better get up on that. That's Optipops.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Good. It's great. Jefferson says, how's Blabs not been fired since she sabotages the show every single day? She is fired every single day. Good. We have Moog says, Mal is sweating buckets. Try not to say anything that would give this channel a strike. Yeah, we can't do that. We already got a warning on us right now. And let's see. McLeod says, if corporate HR ever decides to make a video game, this would be it. Everyone who works in a corporation environment knows the art style and voice. Talking about the UK game, yes. Cthulhu Waifu says it's disturbing that we would have books and movies and stuff like this, and we all know it would never happen. Now it feels like we're in the Twilight Zone. Oh yes, for sure. Let's see, Methodist, thank you. Adam McLeod, thank you. Wislavie. And McLeod says it won't be a civil war scenario, likely a Athens, Georgia scenario. Thank you, McLeod. A question Wild says part of the right is ineffective in protesting as part of the reasons why the right is ineffective at protesting is we are pro free speech. The left protest with the intention of shutting up opposition. The right defends the right of idiots to speak freely. Oh, there's a lot of truth in that. Yes. Little Caesar says seeing liberal women at the Target store makes the stench even worse and unbearable. In the words of Critical Drinker, go away now. Yes. All right, guys, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate all of it. We cannot do our show without it. So thank you guys very much. If you guys are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join us tomorrow when we are joined by
Rev and Straub.
Ooh, it's going to be great. More VTuber friends, Rev and Straub.
It's basically VTuber week, really.
Oh, cool. All right, well, good. Then it's a really good reason for you guys to stick around. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. And once again, go check out Mal's channel. You can find a link to her down below. Appreciate you guys popping in. And we'll see you guys tomorrow when we're back at it again at 11 a.m. Central Time. But until then, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Do not let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Bye. Oh, thank you, Phoenix.